So let's get the first one glued up. Now I like to place the glue on the outside wall on the inside, and we're going to use PVA from here because it's quite a large area you're going to be covering. Put the lid back on. Right, basically what we're going to do is just apply the glue down there. Don't go all the way to the edges on these long sections because remember these overlap. Do the top side, come to the edge, and then down the edge again here. That's more than enough. There we go. I'm hoping all this works out because I'm not taking any pictures this time. Right, so that's the rear inner wall, the rear outer wall. Now place it best you can. Now what I like to do is put it on, but before you actually push, give it a little swirl around. That gets the glue everywhere. Tip it up onto its end so that you see that you've got it exactly where you want. Give it a bit of a push down, and then like I said, to secure it for now, this is where these come in handy. So I'll bring it back up, put one on that end, flip her over, one on that end, one on there, and one on there. Now that will hold that just nicely till that glue bonds. So we'll do exactly the same with the other piece, but I won't show you me going through the process of gluing that. You've just seen how I did it on that section there. So once I get these glued, we'll come back. So we've got our outer and inner wall section glued together, outer inner wall section glued together. We'll put these to one side somewhere nice and safe, and what we can do is bring back our kit that's still on the 1mm card, and what we do is repeat the process for these sections here. So once again I'll cut these out and then we'll come back to the kit. Okay, we've got our end walls cut out. Outer wall, inner wall, outer wall, inner wall. They are interchangeable, so it doesn't matter which one goes where, hence why they're marked up left stroke right wall. Same with the outer ones. But before we get too deep, I got asked loads of times, how do I know if my kit's printed at the correct size? So what I've done is started to introduce in all the newer kits this line bar. Basically it's 25mm, 50mm, 100mm. And once you've got your kit printed, if you've told your printer to print at 100% and you're still not 100% sure, take your rule, just place it on the bar, and as can be seen, mine all line up, so I know my kit's printed at 100%, which is for 00 gauge. So let's get this out of the way. Let's go back to the kit, and what we're going to do before, like we did on the longest side walls, or front and rear should I say, cut out the window openings. So let me get those cut out and we'll come back. So here we are again. We've got the window sections cut out, outer, inner, outer, inner. Like I said, normally at this point, this is where I'd flip them over and actually use acrylic paint or felt tip pens just to disguise these openings. A nice blue would disguise those really well, or you could use black acrylic. That might give you a nice shadow depth scene, but like I said, this is just a prototype build, so I'm going to dispense with that and we'll get straight on with the kit. So we'll get some glue applied and we'll get these together. So like I said, I'll show you on this one because it's a slightly different section, but basically same before. Some PVA onto the spatula. Apply the glue. Apply the glue. And down the sides. Just don't need to come right up to the ends, because obviously this section is slightly longer than the inner wall. Oh, there we go. Inner wall, outer wall, centrally placed. A little run around, lift her up so you can see it's equally spaced. It also helps settle the side walls down so they're level. Pressure, and then go get the bulldog clips. Okay, I don't think we need any on the top and bottom with it being a small section, but basically repeat that process with this one. So we've got our end sections now. We're just waiting for these to dry. So once again, let's put these away to one side, bring back our kit section that's still on the 1mm card. Not many pieces left now. This is the one we want. This is the Portacabin floor. This will help you get the walls, when we're putting them together, in the right location, because the steps, you could actually get the wall section glued the wrong way around, so it'll actually be wider and shorter than what it was originally designed. This piece shows and will help you get the walls in the correct position. So let's get this one out. So it's a simple piece, so we'll actually do this one whilst we're on camera. So steel rule right to the end, nice light pass. It's always best to do several light passes. Let the blade work for you. If you have to force the blade, it means that the blade is either blunt or the stock you are cutting is really, really thick. So nice and easy. Spin it around over there. Line up the edges. For those who are regular at Wordsworth, will notice I'm not actually in the loft today. I'm downstairs working on the wife's solid oak table. Thankfully she's at work. I've got 4 days off. I had some holiday days left that needed to go in. Couldn't work in the loft today. Son's just pulled a 12-hour stint on nights, so don't want to be plodding around up there like a great big pit pony. So I thought, work down here, no one's the wiser, and wife never watches these videos. Simple as that. Now this is the under section, so you'll actually be gluing this, so it's that way. So this is upright, and then the walls will go round, and this, because it's 1mm card, forms a really sturdy kit. So let's see if our wall sections have dried. Okay, here we go. So we've got the Portacabin floor, and I've got it the right way orientated. We've got the two end walls with the two longer side walls. Now if I can try and show you what I mean about how the kit goes together. Let's see if this will work. I'll bring this up. See how that floor section is actually the same width as that inner wall? That means that glues that way, and you've just got a little overhang on these long sections. That's because when you glue these, the steps go in just like that. Not doing a good job of actually showing you. See how this end wall is directly touching the floor section, and this section is touching the inner wall. No gaps all the way around. That one goes on there, just like that, which means this piece then goes in there, and you get a nice solid construction. So what we'll do, let's apply a little bead of glue to this bottom to glue there. This is where this little piece comes in. I haven't used this for a while, so I'm hoping the glue inside's still fluid. Right, and then we come across the bottom just like so. You don't need a lot. That's quite enough glue and will be strong enough to secure that piece. So lift it back up, and then basically you push that end to there. Now what I like to do is, if it'll hold itself upright just for now, I don't know if I brought it down with me. No, I didn't. So what we'll do is we'll improvise, and we'll use this. Basically all you want to do is sandwich these pieces together and just apply pressure just till that glue grips, and then you can back it away, put your glue bottle back in there. That's ready to go. Next piece, run some glue down there, glue along the bottom piece, and we'll bring that on to the kit. So let me get a little bit of working space. There's not much light downstairs. I don't like working down here. See the loft, how I've got the workbench placed is just great, because the light actually comes in from a Velux window, so it comes down from above your head rather than a window that's at the side of you, which casts lots of shadows as it comes over your hand. Right, oh, missed a bit there. Right, what we do, put your pin back in. Right, let's pick this up, and basically it drops down like so. So that goes into there. Excellent. And then that one will go onto there once we get some glue on, and then your final piece will go in there. Right, just let that dry a little bit.